Meet Jessica. She lives in a house on poles on a tropical island called Koh Lanta. She was already 40 years old when she decided to leave Germany and start a completely new life in Thailand. Today we're gonna follow Jessica in a day in her life and find out more about why she left Germany, how she makes a living, and how does she see her future.
I grew up in Hong Kong, my childhood. So when I was 8 years, we moved back to Germany. My ambition, my feeling was still always pushing me to Asia. So my parents offered me when I was 18 a travel for 3 months through Asia, what I did. And I fell in love again with Asia and especially with Thailand. So I came every year back to Thailand, and like 15, 16 years ago, I'm starting to get a bit older. I don't want to wear the backpack on my back anymore. So I was deciding to move to Asia. And it was pretty sure for me very fast that it's going to be Thailand.
You had like a fully grown-up life in Germany already, right?
Yes, I had my own apartment. I had some customers. I was a freelance graphic designer.
So you designed your own house?
Yes.
Ooh, tell me more.
We designed this house 7 years ago, and because of the view we have from the top, we decided to make it 3 meters high to get really the view. So welcome to my house. So funniest story for me about this house, everything really was built very well, but these steps. So the Thai people, they like to do the steps really high, like this. So I told them, no, this is not what we foreigners like. We like to have small steps. So they did the next 4 parts really perfect height. So I was like, okay, I can go home now. They know what I want. So I go home and the steps get high again.
and then one day you decide just like leave everything behind.
Yes. Well, I was thinking about it many, many years already because I don't like this very structured life in Europe. This, you know, everything has their rules and their plans. I like a bit chaotic and free life. So here's a guest room. And then we have here my sleeping room with view in the jungle. Many friends of mine asked me why I didn't put the sleeping room in the front with the view. But you're sleeping in the bedroom, right? So I prefer to have the terrace on that side for the nice view. This is the living room. I think I made a bit mistake to make the living room so big. It could have been smaller and make the terrace a bit bigger. The boxes here are always there for my cats because they love to hide in there and play. And you know, cats in Thailand, you just get them, they're just there.
I do know that.
Of course, there are also some scary parts, just to leave all your stuff and go alone in a foreign country you never lived really. So it took me really long time to have the effort, no, the courage, I think, to do it. My kitchen, very Western style kitchen. Everything in there, washing machine, fridge. I never sit here. I mostly sit on the terrace. But I was really scared, yes. Of course, I was very scared to go in the airplane and come here, yeah. But it was also an exciting feeling. It was both. It even happens sometimes that I sleep here because I put a pretty thick mattress on it. So it's beautiful sometimes to sleep out here with the wind and waking up with the sunrise because we have, the sunrise here on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, I can totally imagine that amazing feeling. And how did you actually plan to make a living in Thailand?
So I was planning to open a guest house, checked the prices, but they were far more expensive than what I had in my head.
Ferns uncurling, every living thing.
want to come?
Each time he just gives roses to girls every ceremony.
Yes, she's there. She's just filming me while I'm on the phone.
So Jessica, what about Thai food?
I eat sometimes Thai food, but when you live here 14 years, sometimes you cannot say it's really boring, but you sometimes also want to eat something else than curry or rice.
Fields of chamomile, all at once in a dream. We are together. You could call it a vision or a tether. All at once I can see it.
So Jessica, do you speak Thai?
Very little, not really much. I should speak better Thai since I live here 14 years.
So how
But it's very difficult for me to learn languages.
most people they are driving motorbikes on this island?
I have the luxury, I have a car.
Read to me a poem, sing to you a song, drunk in my devotion, laid out on your chest, student of abandon, with you I am blessed.
Morning. All this jewelry is made by the Hill tribes in North Thailand, and by all our jewelry we make here, and we can change all the ring sizes.
Oh, great.
And now I leave you alone.
So you wanted to open a guest house?
Yes.
And then you ended up with a jewelry shop.
Yes, because Tak had the great idea, because he's a silversmith already now, nearly 20 years I think. So when I met him, he was making jewelry already, and we were in Koh Lanta, and there was a guest house where he was just having a small table making jewelry, and the people were sitting down, having a coffee, and then watching him doing jewelry. So we were then having this idea, why don't we open a silver shop and sell his jewelry, and the people can also see how he's working, and we also offer workshops, so where you can make your own jewelry.
So Tak is has not always been your business partner, right?
No, when we met 2007. We met on Koh Payam, a small island near Ranong, and we fell in love with each other. And we were in a relationship for 2 years, but we both realized that it's the culture difference we both have is too big, that it doesn't really work in a relationship. So we decided to be good friends. And over the years, we really became like brother and sister. We're really, really good friends. Yes.
You are the golden sun that shines upon me, never left unsung. You're in everything I see.
From graphic design to jewelry shopkeeper.
Yeah, very different. But again, it's also design. So it's a little bit something similar. You have to have a creative head and, you know, find new ideas for jewelry.
So Tak is making all the jewelry right here on the spot.
Yes, he does everything here in the shop. We also do the workshops here. So Tak learned the traditional way. So we are in Europe, most silversmiths using now electric fire. So they just press a button and the fire comes out. But Tak is still pumping and getting the gas into the fire. I tried to convince him maybe to get some modern tools, but he just doesn't want. He learned it like this, and it's also a nice way to show how people used to do jewelry. And we don't need electric, so if the electric is off here, we can still work. We work a lot with gemstones, especially with turquoise. We also do a lot with the Shiva eye shell, because these shells you find here on the beaches in Thailand. So many tourists really like to buy something with this shell because it's a memory of Thailand. We also have an online shop, what helped us through the last 3 years, because we didn't have an online shop before, so we only sold what we had here in the shop. But the pandemic, like everybody knows, we didn't have any tourists here for 2 years. So also we had to think about how to make an income now. So yeah, we decided then trying to do it online, and it worked pretty good. It was hard, but we managed and we're still here, so it worked.
You come to the beach often?
I try to come here every day, yeah, to walk a bit or go for a swim.
So the nature is one thing that you love about this life?
Yes, a lot.
And what are other things? Like a girl from Germany who lived like kind of like a normal life in Hamburg, right?
Well,
Like,
freedom. My main thing is really freedom.
yeah. What are things that are difficult here? Would you say?
Working with Thai people.
With Thak, you mean?
Yeah, also with Thak, yes. It's, Thai people are, what I somehow also love about them, they live just in the day. They don't think about yesterday or tomorrow. What I really love, but I didn't grow up like this. So it's in me
Right.
to also think a bit about what's going on in my future, or having money by side, you know, for bad times. That's sometimes a bit hard to communicate, because you always have to repeat everything every day, what they have to do, because they just forget what I told him yesterday.
Just living
You
the
know,
moment.
yes, just living the moment. So that's sometimes a bit hard, and you always feel like a foreigner here. But I think you have that in every country. When you're not the nationality, you always feel like a foreigner. That's something what's a bit hard here sometimes. And then for me especially, it's hard because I don't speak the language proper. You don't have the security like in Europe, that the government will catch you when you don't have anything. This is something what always is in me a bit a scary part. You know, what is when you lose your business here? What do? You know, we don't have the government here would never give us money to survive. So
Right. Yeah. So how do you see the future? Like getting old in this country?
I really hope I can stay here. I hope I will die here on this island. That would be my biggest wish, yeah. And I hope I never really have to go back to Europe, because I think also when you live so long in Asia, it's very difficult to adapt again to the European style. I got so used to island life that it's just difficult for me to go back in a city.
You're a real island girl.
Yes, I'm a real island girl, yes, yes.
And with those words, we shut the movie down.
I'm an island girl!